everyone. I welcome you all to Focus of the Day session of ANALYST IAS. In this particular session, we will discuss about the topic Rules regarding online gaming. We will have this particular discussion in the following series. First, why it is in news, followed by about online gaming, followed by prelims practice question, followed by mains practice question. But before we start our discussion, I want you all to be informed about Polity classes of ANALYST IAS, which will start from 21st of November, CSAT classes of ANALYST IAS, which will start from 14th of November, and current 365 classes of ANALYST IAS, which will start from 9th of January. Along with that, we will also start an optional classes for public administration. So you can inquire about any of the following course on the given number, and you can also visit our official address, that is in Old Rajinder Nagar Market. So now let's move on toward our discussion and see why online gaming is in news. In order to define the parameters of the national legislation to regulate online gaming, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, that is MeitY, established an inter-ministerial task force. The task force suggested creating a central regulatory body for the sector, clearly defining what the games of skill and what the games of chance are, and bringing online gaming under the purview of Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. So this brings online gaming into news. Now we will see what is online gaming. It is a video game that is either partially or primarily played through the internet or any other computer network available. There are various types of online gaming. First one is esports, which is a well-organized electronic sports which include professional players. Then comes fantasy sport, and then comes casual game, which can be either skill-based, that is mental skills, or chance-based, that is based on the random activity like roll of a device online games. So these are various types of online games which are played by people. Now we will see about the gaming industry map and how many people are involved in it. The first one is distributor or the retailer like Google Play Store, GameStop or Steam. Then comes the streaming service provider like Twitch, YouTube Gaming. Then comes the hardware developers like Intel, NV India, who produce CPU, GPU, console companies. Then comes the gaming arena like the LAN cafes, stadiums, etc. Then in esports, teams, sponsor, cosplay artists, these people are involved. Then comes the software developer, like they develop the software tools. And then comes the game publisher like Ubisoft, Activision, EA. And then the game developers like Blizzard, Respam and Valve. So these are various people involved in this particular industry. Now we will see about the online gaming market in India and how big it is. The revenue of the Indian mobile gaming industry is expected to exceed $1.5 billion in 2022 and is estimated to reach around $5 billion in 2025. The industry in the country grew at a CAGR of 38% between 2017 to 20 as opposed to 8% in China and 10% in the US. It is expected to grow at a CAGR of 15% to reach Rs 153 billion in revenue by 2024. And India's percentage of new paying users in gaming has been the fastest growing in the world for 2 consecutive years at 40% in 2020 and reaching 50% in 2021. So from this data you can see that it is very big in India. Now we will see about the recommendation given by the task force. A central level law for the online gaming should apply to real money and free games of skill, including esports, online fantasy sports contest and card games among others. Casual game with no real money element in the form of stakes may be kept outside the scope of such rules unless they have a high number of users in India or permit the publication or transmission of information in the nature of any inappropriate content like violence, nudity, addictive content, or misleading content. It has also recommended creating a regulatory body for the online gaming industry, which will determine what qualifies as the game of skills or game of chance are, and accordingly certify different gaming formats and seek compliance and enforcement. So there will be a clear-cut definition of game of skill and game of chance by this particular task force. A three-tier dispute resolution mechanism similar to that prescribed under the IT Rules 2021 for online streaming services consists of grievance redressal system at the gaming platform level, self-regulatory body of the industry, and an oversight committee led by the government should be put in place for the online gaming. Any online gaming platform, whether it is domestic or foreign, offering real money online games to Indian users will need to be a legal entity incorporate under the Indian law. And these particular platforms will also be treated as reporting entities under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 and will be required to report suspicious transactions to the Financial Intelligence Unit India. So these were various recommendations given by the task force. Now we will discuss our prelims practice question, which says, with reference to the Enforcement Directorate, consider the following statement. First, it is a law enforcement agency under the Government of India that is responsible for enforcing economic laws and fighting economic crime. Second, it is administered by the Department of Commerce under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Third, one of the primary objectives of the Enforcement Directorate is to enforce the black money or the undisclosed foreign income and assets and imposition of the Tax Act 2015. You have to pick up the correct statement and the options are A, 1 and 2 only, option B is 1 and 3 only, option C is 1 only, and option D is 2 only. So write your answer in comment box. I will answer this particular question in my next video. Now we will discuss yesterday's question. With reference to the carbon dots, consider the following statement. Carbon dots have the potential to be used instead of the quantum dots, which are more toxic and less biocompatible. Carbon dots possesses remarkable optical properties which differ peculiarly based on the precursor used for the synthesis. So the correct answer for this particular question is both the statement are correct, that is both 1 and 2. Now we will discuss mains practice question, which says, Internet gaming has turned worse than drugs. Do you agree? Critically examine the statement in light of the announcement made by the WHO to include gaming disorder as a mental health condition. This is a very beautiful question. You have to answer this particular question in 250 words. Write your answer and send it to us on WhatsApp to get it reviewed. So this is all for today. Stay tuned and stay updated with Analyst IAS. Thank you.